Hello again. This is the third in the series of bite-sized theology. Bite-size, spelt B-Y-T-E. Clever, don't you think? Well, maybe not. Anyway, that's what I called it. Bite-sized theology. And this one I've chosen to call rhinophobia. Rhinophobia. Now, the word rhino comes from the Greek, as you know, which means money, and rhinophobia is therefore the fear of money, which seems rather an odd thing. But what it really means is fear of cash. Investors advise us never to hold on to cash, but always to invest it. So hence rhinophobia. Get rid of your cash so that it gains interest and so on. Well, of course, that's not the sense in which I mean the word at all. Rhinophobia for me today is the fear of rhinoceros. Why should I fear rhinoceros? Well, many years ago, when I was vicar in the parish in Hull, someone gave me a big poster which I put on the study wall, and it was a picture, a photograph of a rhinoceros. It was a very angry, arrogant looking creature, and underneath was the caption, "I may have many faults, but being wrong is not one of them." I have many faults, but being wrong is not one of them. Have you ever met a rhino? Have you ever been a rhino? I certainly have, on both counts. You know, the claim that we have the exclusive ownership of the ultimate truth is one of the most dangerous claims that can exist. Not confined to religion, but it's also true, of course, in politics and many other spheres. But most of all, in religion, it is extremely dangerous. This lust for certainty that many religious people seem to have, the lust for certainty. Certainty is the polar opposite of faith. The polar opposite of faith. And it's time, I think, that the world religions purged themselves of this certainty of exclusive rights to the truth. Islam, Judaism, Christianity, all exhibit this from time to time and from place to place. And of course, it gives rise to the most heinous crimes. It persuades people to pilot airliners into twin towers in the confident hope that they will thereby achieve paradise. It is the conviction that Hitler had that the Jews needed to be exterminated because he was right and they were wrong. And Christianity is not free by any means of this sin of exclusivity, which leads to the Spanish Inquisition. It leads to the Crusades, where many thousands of people were slaughtered in the name of Christ. Ethnic cleansing, I could go on. It's clear, isn't it, that this is a sort of religious disease. And I hope that in this time of world awareness, we are aware of our global characteristics, the basic characteristics of human beings, that we must love one another, we must care for each other, and respect one another in spite of differences of race or creed. So I would make a plea, especially at this time, for the search, not for possession of ultimate truth, but the search for true humanity. Jesus summed it up in one sentence, really, a quotation from the Jewish scriptures: love God and love your neighbour as yourself. This, he said, is the bottom line. Keep well and keep safe. God bless.